Hey everyone, my name is Cody and you're on the Cody Tarot Live. I don't really know what we're going to be doing today. Actually, I want to get the Astro Dice just to have something here, a little thing here. I don't even know who's on or if this is a time where people will be on, but it is Sunday afternoon here in the States, in SoCal, where I'm at. Yeah, let's get into doing some readings. I'm noticing my red crystal over here. I'm feeling called to pull a message for someone currently who is, oh hey Lazy Spee, how's it going? So Liz, yay, good, glad that you caught me today. Lazy Spee says, oh hi there dear. Coffee with the Unicorn says, what's today's chat about? Well, right now I'm just about to pull messages, so messages for anyone. If you guys have questions, I'm gonna just roll the zodiac sign to see who's like these apply to as well. I'm feeling a little slower in my speech today, just FYI, guys, letting you know that ahead of time. I might not be talking as fast. I feel like my speech is a little slower today, so keep that in mind as we go on today's reading. But I do feel called to pull a message for someone who is feeling angry or upset today. Someone seems, if they're watching this live, I'm feeling for someone who's watching this live as a replay, if they're feeling a little angry or ticked off or something. There's a disappointment that happened or that you're worried about something that's going to happen. It feels like someone was about to take something away from you in some way, shape, or form. Like, you might have, how do I put this? Like someone was coming at you in a, who does this apply? Let me get the zodiac sign. Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius. If you're a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aquarius, this could apply to you. But it feels like someone recently, how do I put this? Like, it's like they were threatening to take something away from you. Like, hey, if you don't do this, like, I'm going to take this away. It's almost giving the vibe of like a parent who took a toy away from a child or something along those lines. Like, yeah, if you don't behave, I'm going to take away your toy, something like that. And so there's this feeling of being really upset. Like, how dare they think that they can take away something that's mine? And the vibe is just that you guys are in this panicky fear state of like, well, can they take that away? Like, do they have that in their right to take that away from me? And King of Pentacles talks about, you guys have this perception of yourself that you guys have just been in a really generous energy lately, like really generous, where it's like you've been giving up a lot already. And it's like, you really don't want to give up something that you really treasure and value. I mean, you've been giving up so much already. And so for this person to just come in and say like, oh, I'm going to take this away, it just feels very unfair for this person that's watching this, that's very angry right now. Oh, Laziest Bee, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. We like that too. So let's see. We have Six of Wands. Yeah. The cool thing about this feeling of anger, you guys can channel this passion into productivity with the Six of Wands here. I do see a lot of success and recognition coming from you, especially popularity. Like this is just kind of like the dam before the breaking point, before you gain a lot more recognition, a lot more popularity, and there's a success coming on the horizon for you as well. So keep that in mind. And yeah, but this success is going to come with a lot of hard work. So I'm going to end that there because we're getting away from the question. But just so you know, you're seeing, it's like they can't really take the thing away from you. And if they do, you're getting something in return. Like it's like one of those things where it's like the universe might have something being removed, but there's also a big success coming in as well. Okay, let's see what's going on in the chat here. We have Sanika Padalikar says, hello, Cody. I'm from India. Can you contact my father and get his message for me? I'm not sure what that means. Like, what is your father trying to tell you? Sleepy Lilac says, hello, what's going on? Sleepy Lilac, we're just doing a live here and I'm answering questions. I'm also doing like intuitive messages. Like I felt called that someone was angry. And so like someone watching this live was feeling anger or something like that, who was watching the replay. So I was reading for that person specifically. Please, I'm in Taiwan learning Chinese. Lazy Spee says, question, I had another online event. Okay, Lazy Spee has a question. She says, I had another online event. It is semi-professional setup. How did Alex see me and how did he feel? Okay. How did Alex see Laziest Bee and how did he feel? So how did Alex see Laziest Bee and how did he feel? Let's see. How did Alex see Laziest Bee and how did he feel? So we have predominantly, there's not that much cup energy here. So it's funny you said professional event, right? So it's almost like there's not a lot of love energy here. King of Wands reversed refers to almost this feeling like Alex feeling like internally you're very motivated. Like there's a feeling of internally you're very motivated, or he feels like you're very motivated internally. The way he views your static qualities is that you're a very good researcher, you're a very independent worker, you're someone who can get a lot of information on your own, and you don't need a lot of outside help to receive information. He also sees you as someone that can balance energy effectively. So for example, like balancing different, I'm actually looking at the ocean waves here too, and I'm seeing someone who kind of knows how to flow in between different activities in life, knows how to adapt to different situations. So not only knows how to manage things effectively, but knows how to adapt. He sees you as someone who knows how to adjust the sails, your sails, to the wind around you. But mainly the main energy coming through is just he sees you as someone who's like an independent researcher, someone who can get information without needing much external help. So in this way, he sees you as very independent. He also sees you as very balanced. He sees you as financially able to balance out the books, whatever that means, especially if you're referring, if this is a professional question. You said this was an online event. So I'm assuming the question you're asking about is career related. If so, asking in that context, would be how he sees you. And he also sees you as someone who's ready to get into action, ready to get the work done, ready to get the job done. Okay, let's see. Coffee with the unknowns is will I pass my teacher's math exam tomorrow? Katie John. Oh, sorry, that question just slipped up. Let's see. Oh, Laziest Bee says, oh, I'm trying to flirt with him. Okay, hold on. Let's see what he says. Yeah, I didn't see too much cup energy there, which might mean that he's analyzing more practical aspects. It might be that he can tell with the King of Wands in reverse that you are trying to flirt with him, because that usually comes up that like if it's reversal energy, it's like, oh, I can tell this person's curious about something like physical with me. But when the cards that are upright are like swords and pentacles, it's more like, oh, I'm seeing this person not in a romantic way. I'm seeing this person more as like a friend or an intellectual companion. So it could be one of those things where it's like, oh, I can tell they're flirting, but I see them this way. So that's kind of the vibe that could be as well. Evit Bragg says, hi, Cody and everyone. Will I receive property papers that are owed to me in July? Ooh, interesting question. Will I receive property papers that are okay? So Everett, I don't do like legal necessarily, so take this with a grain of salt. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna skip it, Everett, because I don't do legal and I don't do medical. Let's see. Hector Galvin, karma's in play and God is the conductor of their in life. True. Please tell me what's coming for me. Nama Shivaya. Like 2 from Pakistan. Will Zayn take action towards me soon? No contact. Yes, no, please. Okay, so Sheila, will Zayn take action towards Sheila? Will Zayn take action towards Sheila? Will Zayn take action towards... I mean, I think he's thinking about it. But it feels like a long process of thinking about it. I don't think it's a soon thing. I don't think Sheila, he's thinking it's going to be it feels very like, I'm thinking about it. It almost feels like you're in recovery from something is kind of what it feels like, or that he's nervous that maybe he hurt you or something like that. Or there's this feeling of like, maybe she needs time to recover from me, or giving you space, something like that. But overall, it feels like he's looking for himself, or he's just kind of, it feels like he's just resting and relaxing. And it does feel like at some point he's going to think about reaching out, but he's really taken his sweet time. And it feels very like recovery moment. Like it feels like he's kind of recovering. Coffee with the Unknown. Will I pass my teacher's math exam? Okay, let's do this one. Coffee with the Unknown says, will I pass my teacher's math exam? Let's see, you gotta study, man. Gotta study for those exams. Okay, Coffee with the Unknown. Will I pass my teacher's math exam? Let's see. Ooh, this card must have come out. Coffee with the Unknown. Will he pass his teacher's math exam? Okay. With the teacher's math exam, there's something about like utilizing fun. Here's the thing. I feel like there's this feeling that like things have gotten really stale in school. I can't remember your name, coffee something. But there's things that have gotten really stale in school because we have the Empress card reversed and we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. There's this feeling of like, work has gotten kind of stale, school's gotten kind of stale. I'm seeing a way to switch it up to get studying fresh, because I see that something that's going to happen for you that's going to help you pass this exam is keeping studying fun, like keeping studying fun or keeping studying interesting. So for example, with the Hierophant here, it's suggesting you get paired up with another student or a couple other students to study for the exam, something like that. Or if you've been doing this is saying you might pass the exam if you've been studying with other groups of people. And then we also have the 5th house here, which is the house of good fortune and good luck. I do see that if you are having fun, like if you are enjoying yourself, if you're having fun when it comes to studying, that this is a good sign for passing this exam. I also think that fun is lacking in your life at this time, and to incorporate it into your studies, into your education. So not just for this exam, but for future class projects and stuff. Like try to find teachers who have more of a fun side to them, and that'll help education go a lot smoother. But overall, I'm seeing that like if you have fun trying to study for this exam, that could actually make it a lot easier to incorporate or remember the concepts. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have if you've just been putting your nose to the grindstone. I said you guys, so I feel like there's other signs dealing with an exam coming up. Let's see, Cancers might be dealing with some kind of test or exam coming up. Tauruses might be, and we also have Taurus again. So Tauruses and Cancers might be dealing with some kind of test or exam coming up. But overall, having fun could be very beneficial. And now that I get the Empress energy here, Empress is associated with Taurus. It's also very Cancerian because Empress is like the quintessential mother card of the tarot, and Cancer is that like nurturing womb-like mother energy. So it does feel very much like this kind of nurturing the mind kind of component with like fun and creativity. And with Queen of Pentacles, look to the past. Like when you like study, like if you really looked and analyzed the past, like what were the study methods that worked for you that would get you to pass the test? I know this is going into like how you can pass the test versus will you or not, but basically it's kind of, the cards are basically telling me like if you've been having fun studying for the exam, like if you've been working with other people, partnerships are really big. So if you've been studying with other people, you've been studying with groups or different people instead of on your own, like really working with other people and what their perspectives are through studying. Sometimes other people know more clearly like what you need to study versus what your intuition is telling you what you need to study, and that's where the partnership comes into play. And then also with the 5th house here, just having fun. I see that's a little bit blocked in your what's going on with you right now, and using fun can actually bring out that sense of intelligence to be able to pass that exam. So hopefully that helps. Let's see what else we have. Coffee with the Unknown says, I'm waiting for my turn. I'm turning 40 and I want my career. Just want to know when it's my turn. Thank you. Okay. Aparna P says, please tell me what's coming to Aparna and Vishnu. Please tell me what's coming to Aparna and Vishnu. Okay. Let's see. Aparna, please tell me what's coming to Aparna and Vishnu. So I don't know what the question's referring to. Is it in love? Is it in career for Aparna and Vishnu? Sanika, Cody, among these 3 names, who's my divine destined person? Shrikant. Marriage. Aparna says marriage. Okay, so Aparna and Vishnu. Please tell me what's coming to Aparna and Vishnu. Marriage. Okay. I don't know, Aparna, are you like planning? It says it's a karmic connection. Is it a karmic connection? It doesn't look super karmic. It just looks like plans are being made right now, is what it feels like. Like, are there marriage plans being made? It looks like a few different people mulling over different plans. It looks like there's a kind of a cycle going on of like, we're going to keep returning to the plans, but then we're not going to do the plans. We're going to return to the plans, something like that. It also feels like there's this feeling of like throwing it in the air. Like, okay, like we're just going to let the chips fall where they fall. And it feels like if we catch it, we can catch it. But with this Page of Wands, so like the baton's on fire. So it does feel kind of a little bit of a risk. But it's also like trying to plan it as well. But with the Knight of Cups, though, I see like a really peaceful kind of resolution. It's interesting. It feels like there's this feeling of like, what's it called? Like walking away with a really beautiful message. Like, it's interesting because it starts out with the Page of Wands, we're entering into this Pentacles energy where it's very grounded and like practical. Like, okay, what do we really need moving forward in a very practical way? And then with the Knight of Cups, it ends in this like kind of fluid, loving, kind of like flowing kind of energy, right? Let me get one more card for you, Aparna. Is it a karmic connection? It's toxic. I know Aparna's saying thinks it's toxic. Let's see. Yeah, it's interesting. It's just like, I see like, We are married and I can't go any further. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, okay. Yeah, it looks like there's like plans. Like it, okay. Yeah, I did get the Lover's card reversed. Do you feel like you can't open up around him anymore? That could be something that's possible right now. Like you feel like you can't open up around him anymore. I do see like a resolution coming for you soon though. Are you guys talking about something? Because I see a whole bunch of people planning stuff. Like, are you talking to him or a bunch of people about something? We are married and I can't go any further. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. It almost feels like you can't open up anymore or something like that. But it also feels like plans and it feels like a smooth resolution coming in the future, Aparna. So I do think things are going to smooth out. Because it does feel like fiery. It feels like going in cycles. But it does feel like there's a little like a grounded analysis, and then it returns into this kind of flow of like, oh, we have a resolution. Like there's this clear path forward. Parna says they are planning custody of my daughter when she gets 5. Oh, okay. Yeah, it does feel like there's a feeling of, with the Knight of Cups here, like a smooth transition going forward. Yeah, it does feel like a freedom from the shackles with this 8 of Swords reverse. It does feel like there's a fear of like being kept in the dark or something like that. I'm going to move on, Aparna. Hopefully that helped your situation. Actually going to pull some more intuitive messages for you guys, so bear with me. Let's see here. Okay. What needs to come through and for who? What needs to come through and for who? Okay, for anyone who has like a white dog, similar to the Fool card energy actually, or they are currently cooking something in the oven while they're watching this, there's something in the oven they're cooking, or they have a white dog, this message is for you. Okay, this is a great message for you guys. So, if you have a white dog or you're currently cooking something in the oven, if you've been dealing with debilitating anxiety, I'm talking debilitating anxiety and analysis paralysis, which means that you have just been halted, like a certain thing in your life has not been going forward at all, like you have been stagnant, there has been something that is not moving, or it's been moving at an incredibly glacial pace. Right? There's going to be immediate movement coming forward, probably within the next week or so. With 4 of Wands, it talks about fun, laughter, spontaneity. It's definitely the feeling of like, how do I put this? It's like, just like 1 week of just having crazy nightmares, and then the next week of just having like meeting serendipitous people, laughing a lot, sharing a lot of energy. And it's like through this laughter and this celebration kind of energy, it's like the nightmares start to dissipate. There's movement reintroduced into life again. It's this feeling of a dam, like you've been put in a dam and then all of a sudden this dam breaks free. And it's like, whoa, like I'm back in life again. Like it's so fun. Like it's a big celebration. Like it's just this blast. Like it's a total ball game, you know? Like the song coming out, like Take Me Out to the Ball Game, is coming through. 3 strikes you're in is coming through. Not 3 strikes you're out, 3 strikes you're in. It might be something that you've tried multiple times to do, and this is the time that you're trying it and it's actually working out. I feel like there's something that you're thinking is going to take a lot of effort. There's something you're thinking is going to take a lot of practice or rehearse, like that's going to take a lot of time and energy. And that's something that you're actually planning on doing, and you're going to have the motivation to get into doing it soon, which is something I'm very happy to give you that message for. This could be something creative, performance art wise, something like that. So you guys get to get into that soon. So I'm glad I got to give you that message today. So let's see. My baby mom is pregnant. Oh, something's in the oven, right? Praga said yes. Anthony Sana said me. So Liz says, what is my dad's view of me? We were estranged and now rekindling our relationship. Okay, so Liz, I'm just gonna call you Liz. So Liz, what's Liz's dad's view of her, him? Let's see. So I'm trying to look at your picture. Can't see that far away. So what is So's relationship with his or her father? Estranged and now rekindling the relationship. Dad's view. Okay, so we got similar cards to the previous reading, which happens when you use the same deck. But like, here's the thing. I think your father has kind of like a, let me see, we were estranged and now rekindling. I think he's putting his best foot forward, right? I think he is really expecting the best. I think there's a Venusian energy here where he is expecting a really good reunion. But at the same time, in the back of his mind, there is worries and anxieties. He's nervous it could, like, how do I put it? He doesn't want the worries or anxieties to, he's like weighing the two sides of it. It's like, he wants it to be a good time. He wants it to be a good thing, but there are these worries and anxieties he's worried about. He's trying to balance this out. I don't know if there's siblings because I got the third house. Oh, you're a her. Okay. I don't know if there's other siblings in the situation, but there might be a sibling or someone else that might be something that's also involved. That could be possibility. Or there's something about maybe like maybe he's moving into a neighborhood or something like that. I want to pull more cards about this anxiety. And yeah, I think I need to move on to a different deck. Hold on, let me move on to a different deck. But yeah, the main thing that I'm getting is that he's like, how do I put it? Like, his personal feelings are like it's a toss up between like I don't know how it's gonna play out, you know, like. Laziest bee, thank you. Oh, let me. Like, oh, your sister hates him and he knows. Okay, that makes sense. So there could be anxiety about the sister because I was picking up a sibling kind of thing. It was either a sibling or a neighborhood thing. Like it was a difficulty moving into the neighborhood, or there was a sibling situation because I got the third house. He has so many estranged kids. Oh wow. Yeah, Laziest Bee says, what vibes people are generally getting reading my novel? Okay, let's see. What vibes are people generally getting reading Laziest Bee's novels? Andrea Roberts, will I find another paranormal group? Oh, that's a good question. Okay, so let me get the novel question first. What vibes people are generally getting reading my novel? Okay. There's a lot of feelings, Laziest Bee, about people feeling renewed, like renewed in their feelings about life, in like feeling alive, like it's like giving life, like your novel's giving life. There's a feeling of like, which is funny, we have the Death reversed, the Ace of Wands reversed, and the Three of Wands reversed, and these are all cards to me that indicate like a spark, like an inner spark, or like feeling like glad to be alive, or like feeling refreshed or reinvigorated about being alive. I do think there is a feeling with all of the wand energies surrounding the death card of like a spark for life. Like people with this current novel, I said current novel, right? It says what vibes people are generally getting reading my novel. Yeah, there's a feeling of like, oh, I feel glad to be alive. Like it's, I don't know, it's this like kind of a, he said what vibes people are generally getting. This is the vibe. Like this is like, if you were just gonna categorize the vibe, it's like, oh, I'm like reigniting people's will to live. Essentially, it's like, wow, they feel good about reading my novel. They're like, yeah, I feel like life is good. Like there's a feeling of like, I feel excited about life. Also, I got the Queen of Cups here. So emotionally, this helps people see different perspectives on things is kind of what I'm seeing. It's like mentally, they're seeing all these different angles for different things is kind of what I'm seeing. One of the Queen of Cups energies in this statue has a torch. The other one has like a daffodil and a dagger and a knife. So I do see there's like different perspectives or ways your novel operates. Like it could be illuminating, it could be growth focused, it could be cutting away of specific things. And then it was funny, you do have the death card here, so I'm wondering if it's like, you know, this feeling of like, but it's in reverse, so it's like, like I don't know if your novel's dark or whatever, but it just feels like this vibe of like giving life. Like it makes people feel like, oh, I'm glad, like, you know, I have I'm reignited, like I'm reignited, I feel like good, like, you know, like it's the vibe of like, you know, I read this book and now like yeah, I can make it to work for the next month or two. Like I can handle another month of life, you know, like that's kind of the vibe. It's like, it does also give the vibe of like, maybe like trust in the universe in some, on a deeper scale. But most people who I think read it, it's just like this feeling of like, oh, I feel good to be alive. It's life-giving. Your book is life-giving is what I would say. Let's see. Andrea Roberts says, will I find another paranormal group? Paranormal group for the win. Let's see. Andrea Roberts, will she find another paranormal group? What is going on with all these reverse cards? Okay. I feel like I want an upright card, but it's going to be reverse. Oh, okay. No, it's not. That's good. Okay. Okay, separate this. Will Andrea find another paranormal group? Sorry, Andrea, this reading is a little confusing. I'm not going to lie. So take what resonates, obviously. Sometimes I get readings and I can tell it's like, it may or may not resonate for the person, whatever the reading is. And sometimes that just means it has to play out later. But I do feel like internally you think it's going to be a long time. Like it feels like it's going to be a long time or it's going to be a hard time. I do think with the Judgment card reversed, you're going to get a vision of this new group that you're going to be a part of. But then at the same time with the Four of Pentacles, it still feels like a long time after getting the vision that it's going to come to fruition. With the upright Two of Pentacles, I do see this group coming into play at a time where you're balancing two different things. And I do think there's a feeling of maybe being a leader in this group or some kind of nurturing energy in this group. So maybe before, if you were in a paranormal group or you were more the student or more the person who is more like, how do I put it, like someone who just joined and was like someone who was not necessarily a part of the organization or someone who was teaching or anything like that. Like you're taking on more of like it's like almost like the vibe I'm getting is like a secretarial nurturing kind of role. Like, oh, I'm, you know, like there's a person who like does the talks or something. And then I'm the person that like reaches out to people to make sure how they're doing. Like it's very much a nurturing secretarial role. So it's not someone who like, how do I put it? Like, it's not someone who reaches out and like contacts everyone on the contact list or whatever, or makes the flyers or anything like that. Like you're kind of like the go-to person who, how do I put it, is like, how do I put it? Like your vibe in this group is like to reach out and like make sure everyone's okay. Like if the leader of the group is like saying something like, oh, I've noticed, you know, Ben in Thursday's meetings is feeling a little sad or disconnected. Like, can you reach out to him and check in on him and make sure he's feeling okay? Like that would be your job in the group then would be to like reach out to Ben and like talk to him. Like this group is going to utilize your empathy in that way to keep group solidarity. And keep, basically this stone is the structure of the group and all these flames are what's being kept alive. And this woman taking care of this is you nurturing this little creature. And those flames are what you're kind of nurturing. So that's your role in the future group. But I do think that it's a long period of time before this group comes back into play. It's interesting because I do think there are some structures almost in your life that need to be worked through, like at least on a psychological level. Like, I don't want to say mental constructs because it is a Pentacles card. It's giving more like financial things, like financial ideals, financial ideas, stuff about like wealth management that you're thinking about that need to be brought into reality, or something that needs to be considered. But overall, you're going to get a vision pretty soon. Like currently you're thinking it's going to take a while, but overall you're going to get a vision pretty soon about this new paranormal group. And I do think ultimately, like, it's going to be very easing. Like, it's going to feel nice to your soul. You're like, ah, good. A one is going to come in, you know? I don't think, I think this tarot reading might help just for the fact that you know you're going to get a vision of it soon, but you will get like kind of an idea of what this group is going to be like pretty soon, whether that's through reading something in a book, getting a vision of it. But the blindfold's coming off. You're going to see clearly what type of group you're going to be with. I do think your mind's going to be illuminated. And then this is kind of the future role that I see you playing. It's something that's going to utilize your empathy, your ability to keep the group together, like through like emotional, sympathetic understanding of what someone else is going through, while the other people are more like the other aspects of the paranormal kind of community. So yeah, that's what I got for you. Let's see what we got here. Hi, Cody. Great to see you live. Just wanted to say hi. Hey, Teapot88. Nice to see you too. No, Moodsuni Elizabeth. My ex scammed money from me. Will he return it? I sure hope he does. That is not fun. Let's see. Bojana says some advice for getting that job. Okay, so I'm kind of want to do this ex scam money for me thing. Oh, hold on. We got, okay. Katie Johnson, someone that I am close to is away. Will we be together long term like they say? Will they be back soon? Andrea Roberts says, thank you so much. You're welcome, Andrea. Let's see, Katie. Okay, Katie, thank you for the super chat. Let me see if I can get to your question. Someone that I'm close to is away. Will we be together long term like they say? Will they be back soon? Okay. Okay, let's see, Katie. Let's see what's going on here. I don't know what is going on with these decks. It's just lots of reversal energies here. Pull one more card, see if we can get upright. They do feel... This person feels, Katie, like they're elusive. Like, like, I don't know if there's that MGMT song where they're like looking through a fog mirror. Decisions are made, and I thought this wouldn't hurt a lot, I guess not. It almost, here's what it feels like, Katie. It feels like this is something that you're banking on right now, but actually when the time comes, it's not going to hurt that much. That's what it feels like. It feels like something that, I know it feels like maybe right now that you're really close to them or you feel connected to them, and the thought of them being close to you and stuff is going to hurt, but this really does feel like when the time comes, and if they don't make it back or you guys don't make it, you won't be together, it's not going to feel as like, what's that called? Like, it's not going to be one of those attachments that is like, when it's broken, it's like, it hurts super dramatically. Like, it feels very easy come, easy go kind of attachment. Like, if this does break apart, it does feel like situations are up in the air. It does feel like this could be a work situation, like something with someone's job is up in the air or something like that. Like someone is trying to get a certain job position in some way, shape, or form. We do have the Knight of Wands here indicate this is kind of like your shooting star knight. It's like they appear and then they disappear. And the way that I'm kind of seeing this is this person's already elusive in general. And I know you're close to them. I get that. But with the Wands and the Pentacles energy here, I'm not seeing so much emotional attachment. The thing is, the Pentacles is in the current energy, and I do see that sense of loyalty. But I also see strength coming for you at the tail end of this, Katie. It's like almost like, let me read what you said here, what she wrote. You said, you do not have to do mine, by the way. The money is just thanks for doing this. Oh, thanks, Katie. But yeah, the Four of Pentacles is this feeling of just like strength in general after this situation is over. So, I mean, I don't know if this is going to manifest in that kind of like being together energy. It doesn't feel like it with the Knight of Wands here. It feels like that shooting star, like it's coming and it's going. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like at the time that you find out about this and that this person's gone, it feels like it's not as disappointing. I mean, I know you're close with this person, but for whatever you go through before this situation, before this split, it feels like it's neutralized by that point. Like your emotions are not as invested as they used to be, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. It's very nice energy. I mean, it's bad in that it's giving like kind of like a no answer, like, oh, it's probably not gonna happen, but it's giving a yes answer in the sense that it's like, there's not going to be that much pain involved, which is really good. You know, because usually when we have those loves of our lives, you know, or like it feels like someone you're really close to, it's like that can be a hard pill to swallow, right? It doesn't feel like a hard pill to swallow. It feels like it runs its course in a way where it's not super dark or disastrous or anything like that. Let's see. Let's get to hi, Cody. Is this person I'm talking to right now the one for me? I'm gonna get to Elizabeth's questions real quick. My ex scammed money from me. Will he return it? Let's see. Let's see here. What is this card for? Okay. Elizabeth, you're talking about your ex returning money. First of all, we have the High Priestess in reverse, which can indicate truly not knowing what's happening. And also we have the Four of Swords in reverse, which just also talks about like the fact that you will not rest until you know. It's a very much an investigative kind of energy. I do think with the Knight of Wands, that is my shooting star card. I feel like your ex kind of like shot in and shot out and, you know, moved on with his life. But at the same time with the Two of Pentacles here, there is a balancing out is what I'm saying. So one thing that I do think is going to happen is this will be balanced out in some way, shape, or form. Whether the ex comes in and returns the money or whether you get the money from some other avenue, the universe is going to help you balance out your finances in some way, shape, or form. So I don't know how much he scammed from you, but it does feel like it's going to balance itself out. Yeah, I am seeing too, like, it's okay to grieve your ex, because grieving is actually going to bring in more abundance in the long run. You know, like it's okay to miss him or to miss who he was, stuff like that. And even though I know grieving comes in cycles, Elizabeth, is what I'm seeing. Grieving comes in cycles, and that's okay. But it's also okay to let go. You know, like when you can let go, and if you start remembering him again and he comes back, to still just keep reminding yourself to let go, because man, this is tough. I know he scammed you, but I'm feeling a lot of emotional attachment to this person as well. I know I don't have that many cups on the table, but still it feels like a pretty intense, passionate connection. Anyway, just to let go. Elizabeth says, I'm scared to get him arrested. Oh, see, I got to stop reading there because I don't do legal stuff. But yeah, basically with karmic stuff, you will get it balanced back out. Like there will be some way the money comes back to you, whether he brings it back or someone else brings money into your life. Let's see. Ritz says, may I know if there's a scope, or what does Clay says? Am I ready for, oh, there we go. Okay, Clay. Let's do Clay. Clay. Is Clay ready for love? Is Clay ready for love? Let's see. Is Clay ready for love? Clay. Is Clay ready for love? Is Clay ready for love? Is Clay ready for love? Ooh. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see, Clay. the heck is going on here? Okay, Clay, let's look into your reading. Okay, so first we have the Four of Swords reversed with the Sun energy above it. I see right now, Clay, there's this feeling of being activated or energized or feeling like you're shining, but there's also a feeling of needing to retreat or to rest. It's like people are noticing you. Is kind of what I'm seeing. So people are first noticing you, but second of all, you're feeling like retreating and being alone. That's kind of the current energy. That doesn't really have too much to do with the reading. The reading, though, is talking about you are ready for love. Love is coming in for you. Let me look. I'm going to pull this house message for timing. Yeah, love is coming in for you. But there is a thing, there's like a block that's here with the Three of Cups reversed. There's someone with strong Capricorn energy is getting in the way of like something unfolding. You know, you can think of like Capricorn always reminds me of like mountains, like mountain energy, because it's like the mountain goat climbing the mountain. And if you think of like love or like water energy, it's like a river flowing down the mountain, right? I do think there's like a Capricornian kind of energy that's like an obstacle currently that is getting in the way of a certain connection or a feeling of, I want to be careful because I don't know if you're close to this person. You obviously don't have to cut someone out of your life. You obviously don't have to there just might have to be a boundary that needs to be set with someone who has a Capricorn kind of energy to them. But the Three of Cups here, it just talks about this person getting involved in your connections or your relationships, or somehow, Clay, having like a hand in them whenever you meet someone, or if someone, a third person comes into play, like the Capricorn person might take center stage, or the Capricorn person might somehow like draw that person towards them or something like that, and then away from you or something like that. So you do have someone who's kind of like pulling potential partners away from you, or they're either telling you certain things about you being ready for love that are, it's not that they're not true, it's that it's just advice that you don't need to hear right now. Like, they might be right in one way, shape, or form, but in another way, shape, or form, it's not advice you need to hear right now because you're on like a different path that needs different advice right now. Let's just say that. With the Wheel card, we have like the card, only time will tell, only time will tell. But the Lover's energy does talk about you do have love in your future, right? And you're going to be receiving it at a really blessed time in your life. I also think what's interesting is we have this fox spinning the wheel on the side with the Capricorn energy, and I'm really noticing this fox right now. It's like as soon as you eliminate this kind of trickstery kind of energy out of your life and you get more onto like a straight and shooting path, like I really feel like this Lover's energy is coming in strong. And with the 11th house here, I also think that you might meet this person in like an 11th month or something like that, like November, or like November could be significant for meeting someone. But I would say you are ready for love. It's just that there's a feeling of like having some work to do with a specific Capricorn, whether that's a karmic relationship with the Capricorn who is either maybe being overprotective with other people who are trying to give you relationship advice or something like that, or they're giving you relationship advice. There's just something going on with the Capricorn that's interfering with your relationships. But overall, I do think you're ready for love. I think you have love coming in soon. I think you have it coming in probably within the next year, probably by November. But yeah, I do see a solid opening up and sharing of communication. I do see you're ready for love. I do see right now you have a lot of attention on you, and I do see that you might be shying away from it, which is okay. You know, it's not the worst thing to like have attention and then also not want it at the same time. I'm feeling like online attention could be helpful too, instead of like going out around town or to the grocery store or whatever, or going to shows and stuff like that. Just going, like being online and getting online attention could be something that could be beneficial with like social media or something like that. That could be something comfortable that you can control at this current point. So that could be something that, but yeah, I think you are ready for love. And with time, time is something that is on your side here, my friend. So, okay, let's see. Amazon says, just don't want people to waste their hard-earned money on. Okay, let's see. Ritz, maybe people have enough spent. Why are you pressed about it? Cody. May I know I'm destined to be in a relationship with a person on my mind this lifetime. Clay, oh, thank you so much. This really assured me. Oh, good, Clay. Glad it did. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah, I know sometimes we have like, yeah, hopefully, I'm glad it did. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. Let's see. Y'all are brainwashed. Amazon, aren't we all? Aren't we all brainwashed? Which, you know. K-Tai, is the person I'm talking to right now the one for me? Okay, K-Tai, let's see. K-Tai, the person K-Tai talking to, the one for her. Ooh, one more card. Six of Swords. The person you're talking to right now, first I want to see something. I'm curious if you just got out of some kind of therapy or something like that where you really worked and like healed on yourself, because I'm seeing that's something that's really changed and aligned your ability to see people clearly. With the Ace of Swords here, I see that you have a newfound understanding of like people and relationships and like who you know is the right one for you, if that makes sense. Like I feel like you have a good understanding of like who is the right one for you. So it's funny you're asking a question if someone is the right one for you. I see that you deeply admire this person. And in a way, I do see that this admiration is a strong, solid yes answer, that you are drawn to the right types. That even if this person doesn't work out, you're on the right track. And to keep pursuing this, because I think you've worked through this in some kind of therapy or counseling session, and your angels are encouraging you and saying that like, no, you're on the right path. Like we've done the healing work. Like your internal world has been healed. Like you are, how do I put it? You're on the right path to choosing the right partners. That's the vibe. Like you know you are on this right path, and to not second guess yourself at this time, that you are picking the right partners, and that and in this way, shape, and form, you know, you are being drawn to the correct people at this time, right? Even if this person's not the right one for you, it's about learning to understand that you are choosing and admiring the right people in your life, because this goes beyond, with the Six of Swords, this goes beyond this moment in this reading. Sorry, I can't remember your name. I got distracted because of one of the comments. I was like, oh shit, that was a hateful comment. I was just joking and someone said some hate, whatever. But like, yeah, so basically in your situation, it's like, with the Six of Swords, you've been working through this with like a therapist and stuff like that, or with some kind of counselor, with a friend or something like that. And you've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of work. Air just turned off, so that's confirmation. You've done a lot of work. You have a really solid understanding of like the right types of people. And to not doubt yourself at this time, that would be slipping into old behavior patterns, right? So yeah, keep moving forward. Even if this relationship doesn't work out, you're starting to select people with the correct qualifications, right? So yeah, let's see. Bojana B says, by the way, you were right. I asked a question on your last live and it happened like you said. Yeah. Okay, Ty, yes, the healing part I did. Cool. Katie Shing, I need advice. Do I have a future with Michael or do I let go? Hey guys, I'm going to have to get off early just because I'm feeling a little butthurt by the hate comment. Not gonna lie, I don't like them. But yeah, I had fun. I had fun while it lasted. But it was good seeing you guys. It was good reading for you. And yeah, if you guys want to do these in the future, just let me know. I might have to do a moderator if I get more hate comments in the future. So we'll find out what's up with that. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for being here. I'm glad these lives are helping everyone. Sounds like a lot of the readings resonated, and people on last week's lives, like a lot of things came true, which is cool. So yeah, hope you guys have a good day. And yeah, see you later. Bye.